Okay, so we got a fun one today, huh?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a request.
Yeah.
Interestingly, I'm thumbing through my inbox as I do.
Yep.
And I got I got a request from QuestG to react to him.
All right.
So
QuestG.
Yeah, which I think it's kind of cool that he reached out
really
like
cool.
that. Yeah, fellow influencer type dude.
Yeah.
I've known a QuestG for a while. I wasn't sure if he knew of me. You know, it's that weird thing where you're like, you know, you're at a level.
Yeah.
But you're not sure other kind of famous people have seen you or heard of. You know what I mean?
Well, there's so many options, so it's one of those like,
yeah,
well, maybe he hasn't.
I mean, I'm not super self-important.
Yeah, I get
in all honesty, I you know me, I'm just kind of waiting to die here.
Yeah,
just living my life.
Yeah, just on the way out consistently.
So it was kind of like a nice little thing to see.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I thought, yeah, could definitely do something like that.
Yeah, that's where I like collabs. Cause
yeah,
like,
man.
Those things are like, oh, when the ships cross in the night and people of similar lanes kind of nod at each other.
This dude has an interesting story.
Yeah.
He's sober now. He's been an addict before. I think he's been sober a few times though. He's trying to get out of that lifestyle.
Yeah, sobriety is usually a journey.
Yeah, I think he's got a pretty good handle on it now. But he's also a cancer survivor.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so he's only been like, I think I've seen his there's a picture of his 10-year transformation.
Oh yeah,
it's gotten real hard like over the last few years, but for quite a while it was more like picture 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Right. That's the QuestG that I was familiar with. That's the guy that got featured on Inc. magazine, and he's got a bunch of really nice portraits and stuff on his legs. So yeah, 3 and 4 is kind of the iconic version of QuestG that people know of, and then 5 is like kind of relatively new, and I haven't even seen the further stuff until he reached out to me. The 6, like the black under the eyes, and they kind of like taking on almost like a zombie boy kind of characteristic
nose tip too.
So like I'm wondering, first off, and because I don't think this guy's work is horrible or anything like that. He's got he's actually got some nice work, especially on his legs.
Yeah, he does.
But I'm wondering now with this new aesthetic that he's got in 6, if that is going to take over.
My guess.
Like I'm thinking that, especially with the push for the sobriety thing.
Yeah.
Like I think that if he actually gets that as a lifestyle and like maintains that, I think that body mods become the new addiction.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's always been back burner to some extent. Now it looks like it's taking forefront for him.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's going to take over everything else.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, like I know how that goes. Like for me, it was like bad relationships and shitty women and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Before I got heavy into, like, in my way, it was kind of a form of recreation.
Yeah.
With tattoos and I did the piercings before, but I went way farther with them than I had before and got way more into it.
Yeah.
Typically, that's like, for me, I see it with heavy body modded. So he's like, someone is making a huge change and they're wanting to look different on the outside as well.
Yeah.
It's almost like a jet lagged self-expression.
Yeah, I would agree.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
That being said, I prefer the direction he's going in more than his old look.
Yeah, I agree.
And not even because I don't necessarily love either for me. I just think that what he's going for now is probably going to end up with more of a cohesive look, like where before it's kind of scattershot chaos.
Yep.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
When you said he's a rapper, 3 and 4, I was like, oh yeah, rapper.
Yeah.
Whereas 6 now, all of a sudden, body mod guy.
As I understand some SoundCloud rap, I looked him up on Spotify. I only found one thing. So I didn't want to go into this and make a complete ass of myself.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, he's done some rapping as far as I know, and the way that he used to present himself on his Instagram, because I've known this guy for as long as I've been around. Like he's not new. He's been around a long time.
This all takes time, you know.
He was pretty famous, Instagram famous when I got started.
Yeah.
So like this guy's been around a minute, but his aesthetic for his page before used to be quite a bit different. It was more like money and women, you know what I mean, like that kind of thing, like bling blinging. And now it's got a little more like I wouldn't say classy or sophisticated, more just kind of like contemporary. And also like he's having a little more fun with people.
Yeah.
Like the picture, there's a picture of him sitting with his dad and they're enjoying a meal out. It's like Happy Father's Day. And I think it's playing with...
this one here.
Yeah, it's playing with the idea of like, what would your dad think, right?
Yeah.
Like this is probably my favorite photo that this guy has ever posted anywhere.
Yeah, I like it.
Because like this is kind of similar to like what I like to do.
Yeah, the
right?
contrast.
Like I like to play with the idea that like you're still normal. Like
Yeah,
you're
of
still
course. You're a human being.
Yeah, you're still a human being. You can
Yeah.
still go out with your pop.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I can't, but
you know you cannot.
but I did a picture like this similar with my mom on my Instagram a little over a year ago, and I think it really is good for people to see this stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
Because like a lot of people will think, oh well, if you're super modified, your parents probably hate what you're doing or they hate you.
Man, they always assume the worst. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's terrifying what people assume about people, just like because of their external aesthetic.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
And also, I seen this dude on a YouTube show. I can't remember what it's called, but they do like lifestyle features. It's the same page has contacted me a few times, but they're in America and the timeline is weird. And anyway, for all kinds of reasons, I haven't done that yet. But he was featured on there, and he was way different than you would expect him to be. Like he was super chill, like just normal kind of dude.
Yep.
So like I think that's more often than not the case.
Yeah, I would agree.
This is again though a little bit like Mutant Man, where it comes across a little aggressive.
Yes.
But I think he's doing more work to break it down. Like it looks a little less angry.
Yeah, I would agree.
Maybe just in the way that he's wearing it.
It is the wearing it, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's
You know
like
what I mean?
the expressions.
He's wearing it in a more inviting way.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, because like even the first photo we showed with him with the knife, like that's kind of a similar vibe, but it's done in a way that's a little bit more approachable almost.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
it's I'm having a little fun right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But
Apple.
like yeah. Exactly. It could be scary if it was intended, like if he was acting differently, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
But
It would have that standoffish feel, but this is all very approachable, very kind of like
yeah.
I'm enjoying my life kind of thing.
His bodysuit is different than my first bodysuit, and I don't want to say it isn't like that they're too similar, but like it's similar in its structure, in my opinion, and that it's a lot of different things crammed together.
Yep.
And obviously, there's still some areas he could do. Like I don't think he's got his armpits, and obviously he hasn't done his nipples. And that's a whole other story.
Yep.
But like,
They are pierced though, so I guess he's got that blocking it.
yeah, I think that like when this gets ramping up, I bet you any money he ends up blacking out huge portions of his
I
work.
would agree with you.
Like I just we do another one of these a year from now. I bet you there's gonna be some huge black work here.
Oh yeah, massive change.
Like I don't think it'll be full blackout, maybe eventually, but like I see this just taking on a whole different look.
Yep.
Like a whole different look.
Well, I think he's got like I don't know. I think especially with that photo number 6 there, like he's got the beginnings of it. You know what I mean? You can see like kind of the beginnings of the move down the path.
Well, when I was checking this dude out, because I obviously have known, like I said, I've known of this dude, but I've never looked at all his work. I found an Inked magazine feature of him, and I was looking through it, and he has a tattoo of Zombie Boy on his thigh.
Yeah.
And I was thinking like, oh, okay, so you can see he's always kind of like that.
Yeah.
Now you can see the inspiration is coming through.
Yeah.
A little bit. And so the thing about Zombie Boy's suit was that it was incredibly like well composed and
Oh, it really was.
formulaic. Like it made,
Yeah.
you know,
Sense.
it was a theme.
Yeah.
So I think that that's probably going to happen here. And you'd think that like when you have this much stuff going on, it would be too late to change now, but we know it's not.
We're proving it wrong.
We know it's not. So I
and,
wouldn't be
like,
too surprised.
There's a lot of script work throughout this, so blackout is going to kind of be the only option unless he decides to laser first.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of laser.
Oh,
Be a lot
Brutal.
of laser to do that.
long time too.
And
Years.
then, like, after the laser, then it would take forever to do more tattoos. So, I mean, obviously, I'm a fan of black work anyway, but I think that would be the expedient way to go about this. Because I just don't see him being done.
No.
Like, it's not even like, oh, well, I'm going to cover this because I don't like it or it doesn't look good or anything. I just think that this guy is showing very clearly he likes the lifestyle being tattooed.
Yep.
And that's not going to find a happy end.
No.
right? Like it's gonna have to keep going. That's the thing. And
There's
you can
no end on that one.
you can call it an addiction if you want, but I mean, I think some things are healthy addictions.
Yeah, of course.
Right? Like you could call working out an addiction.
Yeah.
But if it's making you feel good and look better in your own eyes, then
pointed in the right direction, you know.
Yeah, then what's the harm in it, right?
Yep.
I think it's only bad if you're getting nothing out of it.
Yeah, if it's taking from you, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if this is adding to you, then hey, great.
So I don't know. I don't know when the cancer thing happened or anything like that, but I always feel like near-death experiences or even ego-death type experiences can spur this kind of stuff on too, where it's like you all of a sudden you want to manifest yourself a little more when you feel like you could have died or you should have died or any of those kinds of things. I think that's something that can really develop this way.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like I know that I've had a few situations where I feel like could have been the end, and every time I did that, it was very cathartic to start changing myself. So I think that could have been an inspiration here too.
Yeah. Well, I think it's dope.
Yeah, he's got some really great work now, and interesting cat, and I'm really cool. It's really cool that he reached out.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's dope.
He said he wants to react to this. So
great.
I want to know, like, when I watch his reaction, I want to see how wrong I get things.
Oh, probably. We never claim to be experts on this.
This is me taking my best guess here.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I had fun with this, and I think it would be fun to do more of these kinds of things.
I completely agree.
Yeah, reach out if you want a feature. If you're watching this, yeah, I love doing this stuff. So
yeah, absolutely. All right, see you next time.